Good evening and welcome to this evening's Facebook Live. This is Simon Haggard coming to you from the Loving Life Now Facebook page. And Lee and I are in different locations tonight, so we're going to bring her in to the live stream from another location. So let me just wait for her to join, and then once she's joined, I'll be able to add her in. So let's see how we go. We got no viewers to invite yet. Request to be in your broadcast. Let me see. Add viewers to be in your broadcast. All right, so we've got no viewers invited. Add viewers. Add. Oh, okay, let me just go back in here. Need to see where Leanne is. So it's Simon coming to you on the Loving Life Now Facebook page. Lee and I are in different locations for our live this evening called Get Into Action. And I'm just waiting for Lee to join us so that I can add her in. So a big welcome to those of you that have joined us. And we will be getting underway shortly. I've got Agatha, John, Cheryl, g'day, Avril, hello to you. Sharon, hello to you. All right, so we got Lisa. Hello, Lisa. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. And just waiting for Lee to jump on so that we can add her into the stream. Oh, there she is. Let's see if I can add her in. She jumped away from me there. Let me see where she's gone. All right. No, all right, this is a bit technical. All right, she's on. I know she's on, but I can't see her in the add viewers. She was there a moment ago. Add viewers to be in your broadcast. I can see Peggy, Shani, hello Gabby, Sharon, g'day to you. And I'm just waiting to try and find Lee and the viewers, but I can't see her there. So let me try something else if I can find her profile. Lee, you need to be on as you, so you as a person. I can't add you any other way. You were there, but you seem to have disappeared. So let me see if I can find you another way. Hello, Bernie. Ready, set, action, and backflips in Burley. G'day, Brett. Hello to you. I'm just trying to find Lee so I can add her in as a co-host. And I can see Brett, I can see Agatha, I can see Cheryl. I can see lots of people, but I can't see Lee. Michelle Peel, I can see you. Welcome. All right, let me reset this. Request to be in your broadcast. But I'm back. All right, so let's see if we can see. Let's see, request to be in your broadcast, allow viewers. All right, this is weird. Can't see you, Lee. I can see Lou, I can see Brett Hudson, I can see Shani and Gabby. Maybe jump off, Lee, and then come back on, and that might bring you back into my list. So if you jump off the broadcast and then back on, that might bring you back in. That'd be great, and then I'll get this topic underway. Get into action. We're trying out new technology this evening, so apologies for the delay. We are trying to do this from 2 different locations, and we will succeed. There's no such thing as try, right? There's just do. So let me make sure my volume is up as well, which could be up a little bit more, so that's probably better. All right, so let's see. I've got... oh, look at that. Approve. Gotcha. Bring Leanne on camera. All right, you are getting out, my lady. Where are you? Adding? It says it's adding.
Oh,
I've just
you
had a
look
bit
really...
of Hey?
Yeah, your lighting's not very good there.
It's all right. I'm just, yeah,
Oh, that's no good. That
it's because of the
you look really,
background.
you look really red, actually. Well, hey, hello.
Hi, I've been here
Welcome
the
to...
whole time.
Well, I don't know what happened, but eventually it came up and you were there, and then we added you. So big hello to everyone and welcome to our Facebook Live. Lee and I are in 2 separate locations. So
Really?
Lee, you're at home on the Gold Coast.
Yes, I am. I'm trying to fix my lighting. Hold on. I just need to...
All right, while you do that, I'm on the Sunshine Coast this evening, so doing the live from my mum's place in Buderim. So great to be here with everyone, and look at that, technology works. This is the first time we've actually done this. I knew you could do it, but we just haven't done it, and now we have. So there you go. That is very cool. we should be out. We can actually interview people like this, Lee. I think we could bring out
Yeah.
some guests every now and then and run a bit of an interview.
Yeah. Is it better with the light off? I look like I've got dark eyes.
Yeah, it's no good with it's better like that. Well, just sit back where you were. Yeah, your lighting's okay there. Yeah, if you sit forward and turn the light on, your face goes orange.
Okay. I need to do some sharing. So you keep talking.
All right. Well, I'll keep talking. Well, now we've got it all connected. Great to be here. Great topic this evening called Get Into Action. Michelle Peel says, looks great there, Lee. Brett Hudson says, well done, guys. Very cool. Thanks, Brett. Never done it before. Alison Hillis says, hello. G'day, Alison. Down in lockdown Melbourne. Peggy Crane, woohoo, got you. Awesome.
You need to move away from your camera a bit, Simon.
Oh, do I?
You're like this.
Really? It actually is quite far away from me. I was leaning forward. You're right. I was leaning forward like this. Is that too close?
Now my lighting's dark. What's going on?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with your lighting. It's dodgy. You got dodgy lighting down there.
I'm gonna go and actually change.
You just need a ring light right in front of you.
Yeah, I have, but then I'm moving. See if this will do anything.
You think being oh, that's orange. You think being the professional that you are, you'd have this all sorted.
Well, I couldn't get on, could I, to test it?
All right, well, let's go. Let's talk about it. So great to have you here, of course, and great for us to be able to do this in two separate locations. We got a great topic lined up called Get Into Action, and Lee needs to get into action down there on the Gold Coast.
I haven't done the sharing yet, so I'm not ready.
All right, well, you keep doing the share. I'll keep welcoming people. Darren Bell says, hi, mate. Good to be back on catching you guys. Thanks, Darren. Nice to have you here. Michelle Peel, very clever. Thank you. Sat says aloha from South Australia. Lou Reeves says, hello, Jeff Nixon. Hi, everyone. Sovereignty Live has been awesome, as it was. Stephen Schick, good evening, peoples. Welcome to you, Stephen. What else have I got here? I've got Sarah Jewell says, it's not just me, or have they frozen? No, we haven't frozen. Hope you made it to the sunny coast quicker than we did, says Kelly. Yep, I certainly did. Karen Collins, they are still moving, not frozen. Richard Wiseman says, looks great, Leanne. And Lou Reeves says, that's good, Lee, right there.
Right there.
So that's that was about 2 minutes ago.
I haven't got my light on though.
Yes, no, it's anyway, let's get this sharing underway. Sarah Jewell says, you're okay, you're all sorted. Thanks, Sarah. Thanks for being here. So we've got a great topic, as we said, get into action. And Lee's just doing the shares across our business pages. And once she's done that, we'll start talking about the topic. We've had a great day. Let me talk about our day. So we were up bright and early for the final day of our Sovereignty Live personal development and wealth creation event, which was totally awesome over the last 2 weeks. And Lee and I hosted a gala event at our place on the Gold Coast this morning. So we had a range of distributors from Sunshine Coast come down, some from Brizzy come down to the Gold Coast, some from northern New South Wales come up to the Gold Coast for the event. And some people came from out west, like three and a half hours drive from inland Queensland to come and visit us on the Gold Coast for our gala event. So that was pretty special, and great that you all made the effort. Kelly says, hey, Simon, so amazing to meet you and Leanne today at the Sovereignty Live Gala. Thanks, Kelly. And it was a great time, Lee. Did you enjoy yourself meeting all those new people that attended our house?
It was great, yeah. Now I've just realised I can't actually see the comments either, so I have to look at my computer.
Okay.
So yes, yeah, no, it was a great day for sure, and the costumes were very cool.
Yeah, we had the theme, of course, of the Burning Man, so which is a bit of a Coachella style, isn't it? You know,
No.
it reminds me of Mad Max. You know, the Mad Max era where they were out in the desert, and yeah, it was very, very out there. So Michelle Peel says it was a great event as usual, guys. So that was it. That was for our morning. So we've got a lot coming up this week. Lee and I are hosting Friday's global team call. We're here on Facebook tonight. We've got big announcements tomorrow. We've got big announcements on Thursday happening in our online business, and of course some exciting things going on.
Lots.
All right,
And a business plan call tomorrow.
Yeah, business plan call tomorrow evening as well. So we are super busy. It's a big week for us in the Haggard household.
Yep.
So let's jump into our topic, Lee. What do you reckon?
Sure. Off you go.
All right. Well, we're talking about getting into action, and as I made the comment earlier, we need to make sure we get into action. And this is really cool that we're able to do this. So this is a bit of a test. We've never done it before. Bringing both of us in from two separate locations. We knew it was possible. So I got on YouTube this evening and had a look at what I needed to do to make it happen. I rang Lee and I said, look, this is what you need to do. She said, you lost me at the start. How about you do it? Was that right?
Tell everybody. Jeez.
You lost me at the start.
It's a blonde coming through.
So you need to connect it. Then just bring me in. All right. So we're going to be talking about getting into action. And of course, over the many months gone by, Lee and I have been talking about decision, and they were the modules that we were going through in our personal development program. And tonight we are starting the action program. So action book 1, and we're talking about action. And the first thing is get into action. And of course, what do you got to do to get into action? Well, of course, once you've made decisions, you've actually got to go do something, right? You've actually got to take action to what it is that you want to achieve, Lee. So we've got some really good advice and tips for people this evening as to how you can get into action. So look, not everyone is an action taker. Would you agree with that?
Oh yeah, totally. Some people are all talk. They don't take any action at all.
Yeah. And would it be fair to say that some people procrastinate and some people would rather sit on the couch?
Yep, absolutely. Netflix is their friend.
Well, Netflix can still be your friend sometimes.
We're not all the time.
Gotta have that time out, right? But but for some people, action is they're not driven by action. So I would say you're a person of action, right? You create lists, you create tasks, and then when our day's coming to an end, you go, right, I need to talk to you about all this stuff, and I'm like, is that true?
You're like, can we talk about it tomorrow? And I'm like, there's not enough time tomorrow. We've got to talk about it now.
We need to do this now. And I'm like, really? So would you say that I'm a person of action as well?
Sometimes.
Oh, sometimes. I think I'm totally a person.
When it comes to my list, no. But when it comes to what you want to do, yes.
That's a good point. All right. So when it comes to taking action, I get in there and just get the job done, right? Yeah. Whether it's something around the house, whether it's something that I've got to do in business. Sorry.
Cleaning the house today. Whenever, like, as soon as everyone walked out the door, he's like, the floor's got to be done. I'm like, oh.
So I just got into it, right? I just cleaned up because I'm just a person of action. So, and of course, in our lives, we either choose to be a person of action or we choose not to be. And action's a really important part of creating success. So our tip is to create 10-minute tasks. So 10-minute tasks. Now, Gail, there's some comments coming up here. Let me just read. Peggy said, it's all about taking action. And Gail said, I'm always in action, but not always doing the things I want to be doing. Kelly says, I'm a sometimes person too. I admit it. Bernie says, you are an action taker, Simon. Thank you, Bernie. Bernie's got my back.
Which side are you on?
So I just get in and get stuff done, but I think we're both action takers, and we both complement. We just get in and get shit done, right? And that's what action's all about. So here's a tip for those people that are not necessarily action takers. And what is an action taker? You might have a list of things that you want to get done or needs to be done around the house or in your business or in your job, or or you've got an email that you've got to write to somebody and you haven't done it, or you've got to phone somebody back or send somebody a message, and you've got all these little tasks that you haven't completed. So our recommendation is going to be to work on 10-minute tasks. And Agatha picked this one up. Does that apply to my workout as well? Well, you can't work out. Well, 10 minutes is not long enough, Agatha, if you work out. But let's talk about 10-minute tasks. So if you set yourself some goals throughout the day to do 10-minute tasks, Lee, how many would you recommend that you set to yourself?
Is this a test?
No, no, it's just your opinion. Just your opinion.
Um,
How many would you set yourself in a 10-minute task?
How many tasks in a 10-minute task?
No, no, no. How many times would you set a 10-minute slot to do like one of those 10-minute tasks
I
throughout
do
the
them all
day?
day
Would you do
long.
one?
I do them all
Sorry?
day long. I actually do them all day long.
Great. Okay. So you do multiple 10-minute tasks throughout your day.
Yes.
Right. That was what I was getting at. So do you do one or do you multiples, right? So what you can do to help you become an action taker is you can actually set 10-minute tasks. And these are things that you've got on your list that you haven't completed. You know, it could be ringing up the insurance company to change your monthly premium. It could be paying a bill that's been sitting there that's due and you need to get it paid. It could be, what are some other examples, Lee?
Emailing the hairdresser about getting a refund.
Yes.
I need
All
to
right,
do
that's a
that one tonight.
good. All right, and what other 10-minute tasks, what other examples would you like to share with everyone that's joined us here on Facebook this evening?
Booking in my Valentine's present. That's
Oh,
your
yes,
job.
the present that I bought you.
Yes, that's your job.
Yeah.
That's not your 10-minute task.
That's See, now you're prioritising my tasks. All right, so we've got 10-minute tasks, and this is a way that you can complete those jobs on your job list. Now, some of those tasks won't take 10 minutes. And if they're longer than 10 minutes, then don't book them into a 10-minute task. So you need to be able to complete the task within the 10-minute time frame. So it can be shorter, that's no problem. It can take you less time, but it's got to be a 10-minute task. And then you've got to get it completed, actually do it, and then go on and go back to what you were doing. Lee, any tips around that?
Well, if your plan is to ring the ATO or something like that, don't put that in a 10-minute task.
No, don't do that. Jeff says that he does one task every hour all day. So one 10-minute task. Gabby says data entry for BAS. Yeah, that's a good one.
Or
But I don't know that that's...
Or
Well,
your
a
accounts.
10-minute task... Sorry?
Even your accounts, if you want to enter a couple invoices or something
Yeah.
like that.
Absolutely. So that's what Gabby was saying. She could do a couple of entries that she needs to get in to get her BAS done. And if she does multiple 10-minute tasks, it'll make the job easier, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So one of the things, just talking about that, Gabby, one of the things I committed to last year was to keep my accounts up to date. And at the end of every month, I actually made sure that I did the month's reconciliation rather than doing it at the end of the quarter. And I've always promised myself that I was going to achieve that in years gone by, and I never did. And Lee would know that I used to get to the end of the quarter and go, oh my God, this is doing my head in. And it would take me hours, like a whole day, to get through and reconcile the quarter to get the BAS done. Whereas now, last month, I just complete the end of the month. And because I've done the previous two, the BAS was easy, right? I just submitted it. So it's made life a lot easier. And that's really... that's about me being on purpose and being in action, Lee.
Well, I do mine every day. I actually do mine every day.
You do yours every day. That's awesome. You see, that's being in action. So what else have I got here? I've got some other comments. Gabby, Kelly says, I did the same, Simon. Monthly is heaps better. Yeah, it is. It doesn't take you long to reconcile your accounts at the end of the month. You download them and then they're done. Credit cards, bank statement, all done, reconciled, and away you go. So, Lee, as far as other tips go, I know that there's other things on the list that you could put on the list, right? You want to complete them in 10 minutes and you've got to complete them fully. So they're not a 10-minute task if they take longer or if you don't get them completed. So it's all about finishing the job. So do we do a 10-minute task, Lee, and then don't get it done?
No. So you want to stop everything you're doing. You want to close your Facebook, close whatever you're doing. Don't kind of get distracted and spend that whole 10 minutes doing what you need to do that's on the list.
Yeah, and like you said, is it sending someone an email? Is it changing a light bulb that's out in your house that you thought, I need to get to that light bulb? Something that's been on your list for a while. You know, is there little things that you're letting go around your house, your life, communication with others, bill paying, anything, right? Start making a list of 10-minute tasks.
Oiling the squeaky door.
But you just mentioned that to me a couple of times.
About 4 or 5 times I said to Simon, we really need to oil Lexi's door. It's really squeaky.
So when I go in and out of her room, Lee says, when I open the door at night to go and fix her diabetes pump, the door goes, all right, can you send me a task? Can you write it out? I need it in writing. I need it sent to me in an appointment or something.
I'm emailing you.
Set it up in Google Calendar. I'll get it sorted. All right, so do your 10-minute task or less. Create 10-minute tasks throughout your day. And guess what, Lee? By doing your tasks, what does it do? It creates what?
Space.
As you complete them. Space, yep. What else? Satisfaction? Do you feel good about yourself? Happiness? You feel good about the fact that you've actually gone and completed the tasks? And, Yep. And it becomes easy to get things done because you start to become a person of
action.
Action. That's right. And it also ends procrastination. So if you're a procrastinator and you've got little things out there that you haven't got to, Peggy says, is that on your list, Lee or Simon's? Oh, the door was, yeah, that's right, Peggy. It's on mine, but it's Lee that wants it done. So it's now on my list.
I delegate 10-minute tasks.
All right, delegate them. All right. It's your win for the day, Brett says. Then you can celebrate it. Oh, the win for the day is actually, oh yeah, of course. Completing your task is a win and you can celebrate it and it makes you feel good, right? So certainly you want to take action, do it in 10-minute increments, finish the job, finish the job, finish the job. And this is going to help people who are not necessarily action takers get into action, but it's also going to allow you to achieve things around the place that maybe you've let go, and it could just be little tasks. You're sitting there and you see something around the house and you think, oh, I've got to get to that. I've got to get to that, right? So make it a 10-minute task and make it happen. Go and do it. And let's see how many 10-minute tasks you can get done by next week. So next week, Lee, when we come back together on Facebook Live, we need to ask people how they go with their 10-minute tasks and was it helpful? Is it something that they can create a routine out of? Create those tasks. And I use Google Tasks for all my tasks. So actually, paying bills and when they're due. And so I just either put it in there for me to do it. I know tonight I've got one that's got to be done. It's due in a couple of days, so I need to get that sorted. And it's in my Google Tasks. And Google Tasks are a really great tool. It's got an app for your phone. It's on the side of your Google Calendar. It's a little task on the side of your calendar and you can click on it and it opens up the sidebar. Lee uses it for other things, for things that she needs to remember and, logins and all sorts of things. Yeah, info, but I use it for actually creating tasks and I set a date and a time for the Google Tasks. So no doubt, Lee, you can actually add that into the calendar. I wonder if you can share Google Tasks. I don't think you can. I don't think you can share Google Tasks. You can share Google Keep, which we use, but not Google Tasks. But it's a personal task list. So if you're looking for an electronic to-do list, I challenge you, go and use Google Tasks. Download the app. It's on the side of your Google Calendar. It's a great tool, sets reminders, set a time, and help you be on purpose and get your tasks done. What do you reckon, Lee?
Sounds like a plan.
Now, Terry's just commented, said, I write it in my calendar. You write it, Terry? You don't use an electronic calendar? And I also have a list I can take with me. All right, so Terry writes it down on a piece of paper. That's good. Lee does that occasionally. And then she puts it into a calendar. And then when she comes to me and says, we need to talk about this, I'm like, really? Do we have to do that tonight? And then she moves it.
You've cut out. You keep freezing, Simon.
Oh, did I? Oh, okay.
You've frozen a couple of times.
Must just be the internet connection here at my mum's in Sunshine Coast is not as good as our place.
A bit slow.
Yeah, a bit slow up here on the Sunny Coast. All right. Well, Lee, have you got anything else to add about 10-minute tasks?
No, but we actually won't be on live next Tuesday because we have a competing priority on Tuesday night.
Oh, we
but
do too?
we will have to do the week after.
Yes. All right. So, so
Got 2
2
weeks to
weeks from
complete your
today.
task.
Yeah,
Yes.
2 weeks. You've got 2 weeks to get sorted with your 10-minute tasks. And as Lee said, next week we do have competing priorities, and we won't be able to be on live stream on Facebook. We might be somewhere else, but not on Facebook. And Lee, then the following week we'll be back. So do you know what the date is for that, roughly?
Yeah, it's the 2nd of March.
Okay, so it won't be on Facebook Live next week, but we will be somewhere. And we'll be back on the 2nd of March on Facebook Live. So that's exciting. And we'll check in with how everyone's gone with their 10-minute tasks, hold you accountable. Joanne Goodwin supports me on Google Tasks. She said they are the go. Thanks, Joanna. They are awesome. Francis says I wasn't freezing. Neither did Jeff. Said I wasn't either. Kelly says not for her. Brett says all good here in Brizzy. Looks like it must be you, Lee.
It was just you that was, I was still moving, you were frozen.
All right, well, it's been great hanging out here, and thanks for doing the test on 2 Facebook Lives from 2 different locations. That's awesome. So we might use this to our advantage in the future and mix it up and bring some people on for an interview.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I think that'd be a good value add that we could bring to our Facebook Lives, even if we did it once a month, and we could bring out a special guest and talk to them about a topic or interview them about their business or what's going on in their life. We might brainstorm that one. How's that? Do you want to create a task for us on that?
I'll email you.
You'll email me. I don't like emails.
I know. That's why I'm emailing you.
Just create a task. Peggy says it all worked well. Joanna said that'd be fab. Kayla says awesome. Thanks, Kayla. Bernie says awesome task. Thank you. Appreciate it. Francis says thanks so much, guys. It's been great. Shani says great live tonight. Thank you. Michelle Peel says, oh my God, March already. Nick says, great work, guys. Well done as usual. Thanks, Nick. Well, thanks to everyone that's joined us this evening on Loving Life Now on our Facebook page. Lee, do you want to tie a bow on it?
I don't have any ribbon, but sure. So, thanks, guys. Sorry for my bad lighting. I'm not sure what's going on. But good to see you all. And, yeah, we will look forward to touching base in 2 weeks and seeing what 10-minute tasks you got done. Yay.
Absolutely. All right. 2 weeks' time, and let's talk about your tasks. So we'll see you in 2 weeks. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Lee. Thanks for joining me. Thanks, Lee. You're frozen. I said thanks, Lee. Thanks for joining me.
You were frozen.
Have a great
again.
evening, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.